And welcome into tonight's Has Beens podcast. Today is Wednesday, September 8th. It is 8 o'clock, and our other host, Adam and Holland, will be joining me here in a little bit. But first, we're going to start off with more of somewhat of a serious topic tonight. The Hurley, Virginia flooding, which was somewhat caused by moisture from the remnants of what was Hurricane Ida. It made landfall as a Category 4 hurricane. And joining me tonight to talk about the flooding is meteorologist Ricky Matthews from WCYB TV Channel 5 in Bristol. So, Ricky, how you doing tonight?
Hey, pretty good. Glad to join you guys. Appreciate you letting me come on here tonight and talk a little bit.
Yeah, so can you tell us kind of what led up to the event? It was somewhat influenced by what was Hurricane Ida, but can you tell us what led up to it?
Yeah, so some interesting stuff that came out of this Hurley flooding. I did a little bit of research kind of after it occurred and talked to some of my friends at the Weather Service and actually learned a new thing myself about what's known as a predecessor rainfall event. So think of this like a rainfall event that occurs roughly about 36 hours before a tropical cyclone passes through an area. Typically, it's around 400 to 600 miles or kilometers away from the actual center of the storm at the time. And basically, what happens is the tropical system down to the south is able to bring a little bit more moisture up into the area where this event occurs. And it kind of just really enhances the amount of rain, enhances the moisture in the area, and can cause some pretty significant flooding events. Of course, we saw some pretty significant flooding in the Hurley area as we went through Monday. And we think that that event may have been one of those predecessor rainfall events. They're also known as an acronym as a PRE event. Oftentimes, too, if you get a PRE, there's going to be some type of trough, like a cold front or some type of boundary sitting nearby, too. And when the Hurley flooding happened, we had one of those. There was a cold front to the north. There was a little boundary as well, kind of stretched across parts of Kentucky. And if you look at the radar that morning, you notice the showers and storms just kind of bubbled up, formed again and again and again, and continued to form over those same areas, producing some pretty hefty rainfall totals.
So, the cold front you said was coming in. Was it expected for Hurley to get that much rain? Was it the expected flooding event really was for the next day and Tuesday night?
Right, yeah. And so that was the interesting thing, and something with these PREs that a lot of meteorologists are noticing is that so much attention is kind of put on the main event, right? The system, the tropical system moving through the area, that oftentimes you can get these isolated, almost bigger events the day before, and sometimes there's not as much attention paid to that in the forecast. So it wasn't really expected in a sense. We knew there could be some showers and storms that morning, but we weren't really expecting, obviously, the magnitude of the flooding. And the numerical weather models, they do a horrible job of picking up on these things, even in the short ranges. David Boyd and I, our morning meteorologists, we were talking, and at 6 a.m. that morning, 3 hours roughly before the storms really started to go, or even as some of the first storms started to appear on radar, very few of our modeling actually had any type of big convective storms. About a day before, there were some that suggested we could have some thunderstorms, but it was kind of the outlier. So we kind of just, gave a lower chance of a shower or storm that day. But unfortunately, those showers and storms that did pop up were pretty high impact.
And these storms trained over the same area of Buchanan County, correct?
Yeah, they just kept moving again and again and again over the same areas. You mentioned training, kind of like train cars along a train track. They're moving over the same area again and again and again. If you were standing in one spot, just keep seeing the train cars go by. Well, same kind of thing happened in Hurley. We had one thunderstorm after another, after another, after another. It never really stopped raining. It never really decreased in the rainfall rate. It actually started off with kind of a lighter rainfall amount, and then it picked up in intensity between around, let's say, 9:30 to around 11 o'clock in the morning. And so we already had some saturated ground. With the saturated ground, you poured a bunch more rain on top of it. And as a result, you just had a lot of runoff flooding. You had a lot of moisture and rain that couldn't go anywhere other than into the creeks and streams. And when you just rain out, 8 to 9 inches of rain, anywhere from 5 and 8 across much of the Hurley area, 8 to 9 on the top of the mountain, it's got to go somewhere. Gravity took it downhill, and it went into the Guest Fork and some of the other creeks and streams around the area and caused them to have some significant rises.
Now, I know flash flood warnings was issued for the area. Can you talk about the flash flood warning process, how that process was handled by the Weather Service, and then how you guys in the media relayed that information, and how people should respect those flash flood warnings? Because some people just don't respect those.
Yeah, the flash flood warning came out around 9:30 that morning, and by that time, the flooding was really starting to get going. It wasn't at the extreme magnitude yet that it really increased to as we went a little bit later. But by that time, we were starting to see some issues, starting to see some reports of very fast stream flow at the time. Looked at some of the data, and you're seeing streams and creeks that are flowing twice as fast, three times as fast, five times as fast as what they normally do, and the size of them is much bigger too. So as the flash flood warning came out, initially it came out for the northern portion of Buchanan County, including Hurley. Then they issued a second one for kind of the southern area, and so uh, for us in the media, our automated system kicks in as soon as the warning comes out. Our crawl system will kick on. Some of our auto alerts will go out to our Facebook and social media pages. And then as a result of those, the word starts to get out from that. It also triggers, of course, the emergency alert system in the area. If you're listening to radio, if you're have the television on, oftentimes you'll see it flash on your television screen or hear the EAS beeps on the radio. So it triggers that whenever these flash flood warnings come out too. And then, just kind of as you mentioned, a lot of people, as you're right, don't really think about flash flood warnings. But this kind of went to show that sometimes when we get these flash flood warnings, this truly what it is a true flash flood that has a heck of a lot of force upon it, a heck of a lot of velocity, and it can just destroy anything in its path. So especially if you live in a mountainous area, when these flash flood warnings are issued, you got to respect them. As if you live near a creek or a stream, this typical small creek or stream can quickly rise and become much bigger and cause some problems.
Now we've talked about the before and during the event. Let's go to after. I know, a day or two after, I think it's 2 days after you went up to Hurley yourself. You flew a drone. Can you tell us what the devastation was like up there? I know it's a lot of devastation right now.
Yeah, the area along Guess's Fork Road was probably the hardest hit in terms of the number of homes. But Hurley itself, from basically right when you get into town all the way north to the Elk Creek area, I'm fairly confident that's the one it is. There's a creek north of town too, um, the Elk Fork, I believe. And so that area, even there, had some flooding. But the Guess's Fork area certainly got the most publicity. That's kind of where we were more than anywhere else. We got up there. We actually stopped at the Dollar General, and there's a house next to the Dollar General first as you come into Hurley. I believe it's Hurley Road you come in on. And the water had come down the mountainside and gotten into the Dollar General. It rushed into this gentleman's house, and his entire house was just full of mud. I mean, I'm talking a good 5 to 6 inches deep of mud now that when it dries out, it created a big mess. In addition to mud, there's rocks and all the other debris that's coming down during the flash flood, and all that's in his house and in his yard. His house, of course, was still standing, but certainly had some impacts inside of it. Now we take you further down the road in the Guess's Fork area, along Guess's Fork Road, and from the start of Guess's Fork Road, you could tell that something had happened. That's where it comes together with Knox Creek. The Guess Fork and the Knox Creek come together right there. There's a bridge and a railroad trestle. When you made that turn onto Guess's Fork Road, you just saw all the debris right there. Those were parts of people's homes, parts of basically anything the flood carried down. And when you think about the number of homes that were destroyed, the craziest thing to me looking back on it is as we drove up along the road, you couldn't see the homes. They just weren't there. They had been decimated into sticks and pieces of wood that have fallen apart and were stuck there now underneath the bridge. But a lot of the area, they told me, was typically a small creek or stream. Well, that day it was still a rather large stream 2 days later. So that shows you, when you look at some of the pictures and videos, just how much power that water had. And it really changed the landscape up there along Guess's Fork Road and made it unrecognizable in some spots.
Well, I know you talked to people, when you went up there, you talked to some of the residents there in that area, the Guess's Fork Road area, as you're saying. That was the hardest hit. What was their stories from when the event happened?
I'll give you one story. So we spoke to one lady. Her name was Yvonne, and she actually was in her house when the flood hit. Well, then her house got carried down the creek, and she went and rode in her house all the way down the creek until it got stopped underneath a train trestle. And she's in her attic as all this is happening. And she was rescued by someone who went up on the train trestle and pulled her out through the attic of her now home that has been washed down the creek and stuck underneath this bridge. So some crazy stories there. I heard another story about a guy or a lady who hung onto a tree for 2 hours after her house was washed out from beneath her. Spoke to another person who was parked in front of his house but couldn't get to it because the creek was still having too much velocity. A lot of these homes, the only way to access them was through a bridge that took you across the creek and over into your property. Well, most of those bridges got washed out by the storm as the storm went through and the flood came up. So that's the next step for them, is kind of rebuilding some of these bridges and letting people get back to their property. Because right now, a lot of them can't get over to their property unless they, kind of walk over there or take an ATV or something. They can't actually drive their own vehicles across the creek like they typically would have before all this happened.
Now, there's a lot of relief efforts going on right now because that road, I mean, in the town, it's just, devastated. You talk about, your TV station's partnered with the United Way, with Food City to, have these relief efforts. Can you talk about some of the relief efforts that are going on right now?
Yeah, there's a lot, and it's really nice to see all the people coming out, making donations for just goods, making donations for clothing, and basically anything. 'Cause you remember, a lot of these people lost literally everything they have. A lot of them don't have any insurance or flood insurance, and so they're kind of starting from nothing. And especially going into it's September now, but 2 or 3 months from now will be Christmas time, and some of these people may not have homes to go back into at that time, as the rebuilding process often takes months or years. So there's several monetary donations and people that are helping. The Red Cross is up there. And then our TV station, we've teamed up with Food City, and what they're doing is you can donate at Food City as you do a checkout with your groceries. Say, hey, I want to donate to the Hurley Relief Fund. You can donate whatever amount you want. That goes to the United Way of Southwest Virginia, and then that money goes to the Hurley victims and the Hurley people who were impacted by the flooding up there. So that's one of the ways you can help. And I'm sure they're still asking for volunteers up there too. So if anyone lives in that area, wants to donate a little bit of their time, they're usually asking for volunteers. A lot of them are setting up at the Trey Atkins gym every single day and kind of working out of there. So if you're interested in helping, there's lots of ways you can help out, either financially or donating items or donating your time and helping out a little bit up there.
All right, well, thank you very much, Ricky, and I want to thank all of you guys for watching the Has-Beens podcast here this evening, and Adam and Holland will join me right now. Go.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Has-Beens podcast. I'm your host, Adam. I'm here with
Holland.
And I'm Skylar. I will be back on the screen here in just a second. You guys are my TV down. All right, I'm back.
I'm trying to think. So before we truly start off the podcast, I just want to quickly ask that where can plants grow best? Where do plants grow best? And chances are by the end of the stream, we will probably still not have an answer for that question. So
probably not.
If you guys think that you have an answer, go ahead and say it on the live chat. I mean, I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Someone, I bet they probably do some type of experiment with it, don't they?
Yeah, we have such invested listeners that they would fully do a whole science experiment.
Do an entire experiment just for us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Today's guidelines, I guess, which we are totally going to go way off, as we always do. Today's guidelines are, what is a place that we feel safe or comfortable at, and we enjoy being there. And yeah.
And if maybe if where are places that we feel awful in, that we just don't feel comfortable in.
True.
So yeah, that should be fun, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
That was aggressive.
Yes.
But by the way, just want to say I'm back. Your favorite guy is back, so
I don't know about that.
I'm the favorite. Let's not.
Should we put up a poll then?
No,
well, speaking of
poll, we don't need a poll.
I think it would be. I don't think it would be fair, because
Yeah, it wouldn't be fair to you guys,
No. Since the last poll was in my favor, I think it's just gonna be like that always. Because once a favorite, always a favorite.
I don't know. By the way, you guys talked about what you guys wanted to be in the future, right?
Yes.
If I remember from the podcast well enough. If
Yeah.
you guys are interested in what I want to be in the future, it's pretty much doing something like this, where I just want to be an entertainer. I want to do content creation. I want to do YouTube or Twitch or something like that.
Where I can. His jokes have been horrible on News Crew in the past.
I just want to share my talents or my lack of talent in multiple subjects. And I guess entertainment or content creation is pretty much the best way. It gives me the most freedom. So
yeah.
I think Adam should sing his happy birthday song.
Yes, that is one thing that I have not heard in about a year that I would love to hear.
Yeah, it seems like you might not hear it for another year. Hey,
I am willing to wait as long as I hear the happy birthday song. We can even pull out the poll. We can even pull out the poll.
Huh? No, enough with the polls, guys.
No. Actually, I think
you started that.
The situation.
I do think you started that.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll put a poll up before next week's podcast.
Yeah.
Should Adam sing?
Yes. No.
Yes.
And we will see what the results come back out to be.
Yes.
By the way, we haven't even started on our topic yet.
And we didn't even stay on topic for 30 seconds.
No. We couldn't even start the topic.
We didn't even start the topic. I don't know what you're talking about.
Good point.
Technically, it doesn't count until we start it, so.
Mm-hmm. Just like breakfast doesn't start until you eat.
Okay.
I don't think that works that way, but that was a really bad analogy.
Yeah. So.
That was a horrible analogy. Like, I'll eat at like 6 p.m. and be like, oh, this is my breakfast.
It's not breakfast until you first eat. You eat for the first time of the day.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like walk into the lunchroom and be like, it's breakfast time.
Also, I have a new background. I'm now on a couch.
Nice. I
need to get a seat back here. I mean, you guys are sitting. I need to get a seat.
Yeah, you're just standing there. Like, I feel bad for you, man.
I'm used to it by now.
I recently like redid my room, so I actually have something to sit my computer on rather than my bed or my dresser. So that's why I also have a new background.
Well, now Holland, we had a football game Friday night that we were all at, and you got stuck selling. What was it you were selling? You even came up and tried to sell it to me.
Wow! I believe it was raffle tickets.
Yeah, that sounds about right. How did you get stuck even doing that?
So funny story. A lot of my friends are band nerds because, yes, everyone is.
Adam's one of them.
Yeah.
We had an awesome show. Awesome halftime show.
Yeah.
Highlight of the entire game.
Yeah.
Because that game, it was awful.
So since not all, most of my friends are in band, that means I can't hang out with them at football games. So I went with another one of my friends. Her name Mary. We'll call her Mary. So I had planned for like a week to go to her with a football game. And we meet up, and she's like, "Oh yeah, because two of her friends, they do this. I don't know what's it called. I don't really want to say the thing because I don't know if that's like, something we shouldn't say or not. But it's like basically like student council type thing, for school. And so both of her friends were in it, but they were limited on a lot of people. So Mary got asked to sell raffle tickets. And so she asked me if I wanted to sell raffle tickets too. And so here I am, wasn't expecting to do that at all. And so here I am holding the raffle tickets, and I'm like, raffle tickets! And I was just screaming it because literally hardly anyone was buying it. And me being me, I was so out of the zone. Someone got an arm length and I did 2 arms, and they were like, I don't think that's right. I was like, oh, sorry. I was like, I'm having to take half of that.
Not that just take him, it was my mistake.
Yeah, my mistake. I mean, if I were them, I wouldn't have said anything, just taking the 2 arms,
Yeah.
But remember when we actually had a topic?
Oh yeah, what was that topic?
Yeah, what was it? Forgot.
Yeah. Where do we feel most comfortable in? How about you, Skylar? You start.
Holland, you start.
Oh, okay. Just going around. Well, besides my room, I feel like I don't know. I don't really want to say that. So I guess there's a place at my grandparents' house. It's like they have a little wooded spot, and it's pretty deep. And you can go through there, and there's like these two ginormous rocks, and you can like jump over them, and it's pretty cool because it's like so overgrown. And I usually just go over there and like sit and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, didn't you almost die once?
Cliff jumping? Yeah. Oh, that was a different cliff. That was a different cliff.
It's a different place.
Yeah, different place. Yeah, whenever I almost died cliff jumping, that was like I jumped into water. Now these are like 2 like stones, and you just jump across.
I don't know really where I feel most comfortable. Like
right here in my studio / my room. Like half of my room is like TV, well, not TV studio, but weather studio. Yeah, that's what I can say, weather center, and then the other half is my actual room.
Yeah.
And this is probably where I'm trying to think of another place though. I'm like Holland, I don't want to say my room.
Yeah. I mean, my room's like decorated to like represent like a lot of elements. Besides this blue color, I've wanted to get rid of that for like 3 years. But yeah, my room kind of is like my comfortable place, but
But
yeah, that's why I like being.
I don't really know. For me, I'm not really sure. I'm not one to share myself really with anywhere I'm at. Not even at home. Where like I feel safe there. I feel comfortable there. But it's probably not the place where I feel most safe or most comfortable. It's not any more safe and comfortable than I feel anywhere else, really.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say maybe the most comfortable and safe place I feel is maybe the band room at our school. Other than you call me a nerd
again. Why
again.
you say school though, because I mean we have the school resource officers, stuff like that. I mean I can see why you'd say that. You feel safe there. I mean I can actually see that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's really just it's the people around there. It's the atmosphere. We're all just kind of a family there, so it's all fun.
Well, that's the thing. It seems like at our football games, like the atmosphere is what I like. And again, going off topic here.
And
but
of course,
atmosphere.
selling raffle tickets, that really helps with the atmosphere.
Yeah, that helps a lot when Holland's going around screaming raffle tickets. See, I should have took a video of it and put it on the Has-Been's Instagram page.
It's all fine and dandy until Alan comes around and like slaps my back. But it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I love the guy. He's my pal.
Yeah.
Anywhere else? Do we feel comfortable in any other place?
I'm trying to think.
I don't really like leaving my house, so I'm gonna say no.
Yeah.
I like staying here.
Wow. Wow.
Hey. At least I had a place, okay? It took you a while to get a place, okay?
I mean, there's cross country. That's a great atmosphere.
Wonderful atmosphere.
I don't know
running and sweat is the best atmosphere.
I don't know how it'll be now. Stuff happened today, so we don't talk about that.
Tune into next week's episode.
Not yet. It's only 8:30. It's only 8:30. We gotta go longer than this.
You gotta go longer. Oh gosh. Oh no.
What are we going to
talk
talk
to you
about?
guys for much longer now? That sucks.
Oh, so we have this new idea. It's more Adam's idea.
It's happening. It's happening. 100%. It's happening.
Yeah,
This
totally.
is the idea. I think it is not happening.
Yes, it is definitely happening.
It's
so
happening.
me and Adam, as much as I like to give him a hard time for being a nerd, because he is, I'm also a nerd. We both really, really like Marvel. And Skylar Skylar has never watched a Marvel movie.
He's up and gone.
Yep, I was gone. I have easy access out of this.
We're making him watch Marvel movies.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're recording his reaction.
I mean, you guys let us know. If
that's another poll we should do. I think
I like the whole idea until just now.
Yeah.
I think we have a good week's poll open and it's out again.
I guess we're gonna have a second chat there. Make sure we didn't have any messages. I like the poll ideas until now. I don't think we're gonna have enough polls to fit the week span between our next podcast. I think we came up with too many, so that one can be dropped.
No, we should do a poll for every single day of the week.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we've already got too many. That's why that one should be dropped.
No, we can just drop the one. Never mind. There's not one. There's not a bad one this week. All of them are good.
Yeah, all of them been good besides that.
No, all of them are good.
Skylar, just give in.
I mean, there's no bad ones for me, so I'm good.
Yeah, there's no bad Marvel movie.
I don't know. Marvel is not my thing. That's not my thing. Like, and I don't watch movies a lot, but when I do, they're mostly sports movies. That's about all I watch, movie-wise.
Maybe we can make like some type of deal here.
No. Okay, that's where I draw the line. I'm not. The only sports movie I'll watch is Space Jam. The only sports movie I will watch is Space Jam.
There's a real good one. Hang on, let me go back and find it. I just watched it Monday. We didn't have any school.
It's impossible.
So hang on, I'm gonna see which one it is here.
There's a good sports movie other than Remember the Titans. Impossible.
Remember the Titans is good. That's probably one of my favorites.
I take back my statement. Space Jam and Remember the Titans.
Space Jam.
There's a movie, and I don't know if you guys have watched it.
Have you guys seen the newest one?
No.
I have not.
I haven't either. So no one can say anything about it.
No.
I have not heard.
No one can spoil
that. But have y'all watched The Blind Side?
Yes, I have watched that. I don't remember what it's about at all, but I do remember watching that.
Yeah, that one I liked. I watched it Monday, and it had football in it, and I gotta say it was like a good story behind it. And I gotta say it was a movie like you didn't think you was gonna laugh in come the start of it, but then you ended up laughing, and it was actually a pretty good movie though. I have to say.
This isn't good.
So
now
we
have
friend who I will not name.
Tyler hasn't watched. We have movies that I haven't watched. Now we need to find movies that Holland hasn't watched, and we'll have a perfect trio of movies.
I have watched all the movies, so.
We're sure you have. I mean,
will.
how does this sound to you guys? Has-beens reactions?
Yeah.
That would actually be cool, during the week.
Starting off with Jim
second
Henson.
night. A second night during the week, we have our normal podcast night and then a reaction night.
No.
Maybe it can be done Tuesdays or Saturdays.
Yeah, we'll have to decide on that. And we might have news then next week if we do decide on that.
Nice. But first off, we are doing a Marvel movie. So, Adam, we need to decide which Marvel movie to make Skylar watch.
Skylar thinks him leaving is going to do anything.
Yeah, no, it's not.
You're not going to force me to watch this movie.
No. Okay, we will have like a wide selection, and you get to choose.
Yeah.
Based off the movie picture. What's it called?
Yeah, we'll let you watch first phase first, so you don't have to do any of the spoilers.
That's smart. I was gonna start with like my favorite one.
There's huge spoilers in later movies, Skylar.
Yes, there are. And TV shows.
But I really don't think I have to watch these Marvel movies.
No, I really think you do.
We think you have to.
I mean, really, the good thing about 3 is 1 is always upset. So,
first phase movies are Thor, Iron Man, The Avengers, Iron Man 2, The Incredible Hulk. Though I don't think I have access to such a movie. Captain America, The First Avenger, Black Panther, Captain Marvel, Doctor Strange.
Hey,
that's not even phase 1. It's not even phase 1.
I can watch any movie on my TV, but I'm not watching a Marvel.
Yeah, no, we'll just watch The First Avengers. It has like most of the people in it.
I have time to watch movies. That's why I don't watch. I never find time. I guess I could try to find time at some point, but
they're not gonna be Marvel movies. They're gonna be sports movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I find time to watch a movie, most of the time it is sports movies.
Yeah, we'll make you watch Marvel movies, and you'll make us watch sports movies.
Holland, I don't know if Holland wants to do that or not. But I've got some funny ones that you would like. I've got some funny ones you guys would like. Have you guys seen Talladega Nights?
I mean, Holland, you get to choose something.
It's a racing movie. Talladega Nights. Either of you. All right, if I watch a Marvel movie, you guys are watching Talladega Nights.
Okay. Adam, which Marvel movie are we making him watch?
First Avenger.
Yes.
No, First Avenger?
It has most of the characters,
So we're watching. So the First Avengers movie, not the First Avenger, Captain America: The First Avenger, not that one.
No.
Okay, so the First Avengers movie.
Yes.
So we will have to record reactions sometime soon for that and then upload it.
Yes, and we will force you to pick your favorite character, and we'll debate over it.
Oh God. You know what? We could actually record reaction videos and then talk about the video air it like we done the interview, because for those that don't know, that interview that I done before the podcast was pre-recorded. We could air it right before the podcast if it's like 15 minutes and then talk about it during the podcast.
Holland, have you watched Mighty Ducks?
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is.
Skylar.
Do not think so.
What?
You just keep popping in and out.
I keep popping in and out. I'm checking the chat when I pop out.
What is Mighty Ducks?
So you haven't watched Mighty Ducks either?
Don't think so.
Turns out it's a sports movie.
Yes, it's a sports movie.
I am fully gone for the night now.
You don't know a sports movie.
I felt like the name sounded familiar.
You're a poser.
My name sounded very familiar.
Poser.
You don't watch Mighty Ducks?
But look, I mostly only watch movies on my free time, and I never watch them on Saturday and Sundays. So there's not a lot of free time.
But the free time you do have, you watch sports movies.
If I have any free time, and I have enough.
I think the last.
And now I have friends texting me telling me I need to watch the Marvel movies too. I'm out.
Yes! Yeah. Good job, whoever is sitting.
I'm out.
No,
Yeah.
no, you can't.
Do it.
Because you have been outvoted. And seemingly more by 2 people, because if your friends are texting you, then definitely you were being outvoted.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask why they are on your side.
Now we have to find one that Holland hasn't watched.
No, let's not do that.
Yeah.
Well, we've already see Talladega Nights is the one you guys are watching, but I have to make you watch a movie. I would pick that because that's it's not all about sports. Like the theme is racing, yes, but it's a lot of comedy.
Mhm.
It's got Will Ferrell in it, I do believe.
I think the last movie I watched was Robots.
What?
What?
Do you guys remember the little? It's like a kids movie, and it's like there's like this blue robot and there's a red robot, and like.
I don't remember.
Hang on. Please tell me y'all have seen this. This is a great movie. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, and I watched it like a couple weeks ago. I love that movie.
Adam, you are just as confused as I am, correct?
No, because as a kid, I wanted to be an engineer. So like, I watched this movie because there's like a lot of stuff. Please tell me y'all have seen this.
What about Cars?
I've seen that movie.
Cars. That's a great movie.
I have not seen that.
I have not seen that. Never before.
Bro, that's like one of my favorite movies. Literally all my favorite movies are just kids movies, that's why.
No, I have not. That cover did not even ring a bell. You know what that cover reminded me of? Hotel Transylvania. That's what that cover reminded me of.
Hotel Transylvania does not compare to Robots.
Well, that's what kind of the cover reminded me of.
That's something that you guys will have to remind me on because I don't remember Hotel Transylvania. Transylvania.
Bro, I mean, like, I liked Hotel Transylvania, but I wasn't obsessed with it. But I definitely knew what it was.
I knew what it was, and I watched the movie. I just don't remember it. Like, not at all. It did not stick with me.
Have y'all seen Monster House?
I'm about to throw it. People will not side with me on this issue. I'm trying to get one person. I'm texting people just to see if they will side with me on this issue.
No one's going to side with you. Everyone's a nerd.
No one's going to side with you.
I hate to break it to you.
Yeah.
You are with nerds. Therefore, you get nerds arguing with you to watch Marvel.
Nerds for the win. Sorry.
I'm texting people still.
No.
Oh my god, this person is really getting on my nerves. I'm like, you need to side with me. They said movies though. I was like, because they're like big on watching movies, and they get mad at me all the time because I never watch movies. And
I don't
one, and I don't know what it is, but
I don't either. I just watch Marvel and like kids movies. That's it.
I watch quite a bit of movies actually. So, I mainly watch comedy. I've been wanting to watch Free Guy, and my sister went out to watch it with her boyfriend. And it's just like, excuse me, you didn't?
Wait, isn't that? Doesn't that have Ryan Reynolds in it?
Sure. Maybe.
I might be thinking of the wrong thing because I've seen a lot of ads for it. Hang on.
Look, I only watched the movie, and I remember the characters' names. I don't remember the actors' names. Okay.
How do you not know Ryan Reynolds?
I don't remember faces with names.
It's Ryan Reynolds.
It's Ryan.
I gotta look up this Ryan Reynolds guy. I gotta look up this Ryan Reynolds guy. Because I don't know him.
That's like someone everyone knows. I felt like. Yeah, that's right.
Because I don't think I've ever watched one of these movies. I've watched.
Okay, no, you watched Deadpool, right?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. So, it's Deadpool. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's Ryan Reynolds.
That's right. Yeah, it has Ryan Reynolds in it.
Only 2 of the movies he's been in has rang the bell to me so far. Oh, some of these TV shows are ringing the bell.
Yeah, he's in a lot of rom-coms, even though I don't watch those a lot, but I have seen 2 of his, I think.
Oh my gosh, I love rom-coms though.
So you probably okay. I thought everyone knew who like Ryan Reynolds is.
I love rom-coms. I'm sorry, I'm a huge romantic. Get me to watch a rom-com. That's something I will definitely go for, unless it's Lifetime or Hallmark.
Oh my gosh, Hallmark! It's the same 3 plots, just like with different names and settings.
One of my favorite things to do is to watch Lifetime movies and just trash on them.
Yes, I do. I also watch like really cringy like 80s horror movies that turn out to be my favorite horror movies, but they're so bad. Like they're so bad, but they're good at the same time, you know? Like they're good because you get to trash them and make fun of them.
I get that.
Yeah, like Jeepers Creepers. Oh my gosh, that one. Like it's so bad, but it's so good at the same time.
Yeah, I like. And the funny thing about Lifetime movies, they like leave no room for the imagination. Oh, who's the killer in this movie? The Nana, because the movie's called The Killer Nanny. I mean, like.
Yeah.
No room. I love it. It's cringe.
See, I used to think I was really smart because I would go to my grandmother's house and she would always have like Hallmark or Lifetime on, and they would have like the murder like killer stories, and I was like, I thought I was smart as a kid because it was like they're the killer, and then like now watching them, I'm like it's so obvious. Like I wasn't smart. I was just it was obvious, man.
Yeah, a lot of the movies it's like that. If you want to watch killer stuff, you have to watch true crime stuff, like Holland said last week.
Yes.
Oh, there's this one really good movie. How did we turn this conversation from?
I don't even want to know how we done this.
Places to movies, by the way.
I don't even want to know.
When you think that you have like a solid topic throughout the entire thing.
We don't ever. You know what's a really good like murder mystery but like comedy? Clue.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that soon.
It's such a good movie. And board game.
Not watch that.
Honestly? Okay, so another good murder mystery and comedy is Knives Out. Have you guys ever watched that?
Oh, I saw part of that. I never got to finish it.
It's a beautiful piece of work.
Doesn't it have Chris Evans in it? Hang on. No, I'm thinking of the wrong one.
And Adam's gone.
I was thinking about the wrong one. Hang on. Okay, I've seen so many.
I don't know.
Alan, when are you going to walk out?
Yeah,
Chris Evans is Captain America.
Yes.
Literally, you're talking about, oh yeah, I'm a Marvel nerd. And you don't know? Captain America, you see Captain America.
You might as well walk out. The rest of us have Holland. Might as well just walk out.
You think
I can't walk out, literally, because the door's right there.
Do you think I care about the actors' names? No.
I only know that because of TikTok. That was the only reason I know that.
Well, that's not any better, is it?
Yeah, at least I know the person.
I can't believe my friends are not even fighting with me.
Yeah, I mean, props to your friends for, siding with me on this.
They're really good
And
friends.
it's friends that don't even know you two. I'm like, I'm your friend. You should side with me.
No, that's not how that works. If you're wrong, you're wrong.
Yeah. I don't think that's how it works, bud.
Adam.
Yeah, but you know what sucks? My sister keeps watching movies with her boyfriend without me. I'm just like, what the heck, man? I thought you froze for a second, Holland.
No, sorry.
You were just so still, just like.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, Holland's over there zoned out, I think. I don't know what she's doing over there.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about how Adam didn't know who Chris Evans was.
Yeah,
I
Adam.
can explain.
I think you need to go watch movies more.
You know,
Yeah.
Instead of me.
Wait, no, Skylar, you can't say that. Skylar, you can't say that.
Adam needs to go watch them, and then I might watch them.
what?
Mine.
What?
Not at all.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
But you need to watch more movies.
I need to watch more movies.
Yep.
You guys are ones to talk.
I was to know who Chris Evans and Ryan Reynolds was.
I don't need to know the voices. I just need to know the movie. And
I think you need to know the voices too.
I don't need to know the name of the voices. I just need to know the characters.
I think everyone can. Well, unless I'm very mistaken, but I thought everyone knew who at least Ryan Reynolds was.
I don't. Okay, I don't. I don't know. Me or Adam, neither one supposedly does.
See.
But I also have excuses. I don't have time to watch movies, so.
Sure.
Adam, what's your excuse?
My excuse?
You
What?
only have cross country and band. That you didn't know who Ryan Reynolds was. You only have cross country and band. I've got a weather page.
I don't watch any of Ryan Reynolds movies.
He's in some Marvel movies,
Yeah.
isn't he?
You said you watched
Just
Free
look that
Guy, Deadpool, and then rom-coms.
I haven't watched Free Guy. I haven't watched Deadpool, and I probably
I thought you said you watched
do
them!
not recognize Ryan Reynolds in any type of rom-com.
Oh, I thought you said you watched both of those.
No, I haven't watched either one of them.
Oh, my bad. Now you know Ryan Reynolds voices Deadpool.
The only thing I know about Ryan Reynolds that I've watched the movie of is like Detective Pikachu. I know he acted Pikachu.
Oh, did
he?
Yeah.
I remember seeing that on the Google when I looked him up. That he was in that movie, but I don't think I've watched. No, I've not watched that one. I have not watched that one.
I don't watch the Sonic Hedgehog movie. That movie was great.
I gotta watch that one day.
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu? Yo, maybe I'll like get my sister after this.
Yeah. I was on FaceTime with one of my friends and we turned it on.
Me? We're watching the Sonic the Hedgehog movie right now. No choice. No choice in the matter.
You gotta tell her that, man.
Yeah.
You know?
She has no choice.
That would be
Absolutely.
that would be a great date idea.
Huh?
That would be a great date idea. Just take you a date out and watch Sonic the Hedgehog. I swear. That would be hilarious.
That would be interesting.
Very interesting. Oh, since we're on the topic of movies, I think we should go in a list of our favorite movies.
Oh God. Actually, no, I've got a list in my head.
You don't even watch
top 3 or top 5.
However many you want.
Well, these will be weather and sports related for mine.
They make weather movies?
Have you never watched the movie Twist? I was about to say you're watching Twister before I even consider watching Marvel. I was like, you haven't seen Twister. I can see your face. Have you not seen Twister?
No. You've not seen Twister.
I'm literally out this time. I'm out for good. I'm setting.
Bro, I was joking about the whole Twister thing. Like, I was trying to make a joke. I was like, yeah, there's Twister. And then you were like, have you never seen Twister?
Oh my goodness.
No, there's the Wizard of Oz. That's another movie.
I was gonna watch I remember I watched Shang-Chi like with one day. But before that I texted let's call her Maggie. And I texted her. It was just like, hey, do you want to join me watching Shang-Chi? And she took a little bit, so I was just like, I'll go ahead and ask Alan in that time because I know he would have wanted to watch the movie with me. Later on, she said no. She rejected me. Rejected me, even though I didn't really have a crush on her. I don't have a crush on her. But later on today, and then Alan comes up behind me. He hears that I have a crush. And he was just like, "Oh, is it that girl that you were going to invite to the movie?" Just like, "No, bud. No, it's not. I promise. Cross my."
Are we sure about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on. Back to movies. Or I guess that was somewhat of a movie topic. Favorite movie list. Number one is probably Remember the Titans for me.
That's a good movie.
That is.
Then Twister.
Yeah, I'll do Twister at number 2. Talladega Nights is number 3.
Nice.
Draft Day is number 4, and The Blind Side's number 5. I like Draft Day. It's a really good one.
Skylar, be 100% honest with me. Have you watched any more than 5 movies?
Oh, yes, I have watched more than those movies.
Okay.
Six Pack is up there, too.
I don't believe...
It's right near my top 5. It's a racing movie. It's Six Pack.
Yeah, no, I don't believe you at all, but it's fine. My
Six
top...
Pack. I watched a lot of movies, like, when I was younger. Like, kid movies.
I'm going to go with...
My favorite.
I'm going to go with
older,
top 10.
All right, go ahead.
I'm going to go from 9. I'm going to say Detective Pikachu. That's a good movie. Ryan Reynolds. 2, I'm thinking maybe Cars, and then Cars 2, Cars 3, or 7 and 8. Right? Yeah, 7 and 8. And then for 6, it's going to be a Marvel movie, of course.
Yeah. Of course, we have to bring up Marvel again.
Yeah.
Black Panther. Black Panther. And then number 5 is Doctor Strange.
That's a really good movie.
Doctor 4, I was absolutely blown away, is Spider-Man Far From Home. 3, my top 3 spots are surprisingly not Marvel movies. My number 1 is, but not anything other. I'd say Men in Black is number 3. The original, not that new one, Men in Black International, whatever that was. I actually fell asleep during that movie.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I did not like it. Yeah, and I think I liked the first Mighty Ducks movie, so that's 2. And then my final movie is Endgame. That was just magnificent. I'm dying to.
I think I'm having audio.
No, Endgame cannot be your favorite.
Yep. Endgame's my favorite. Yeah.
Okay. My top, I don't know how many I'm gonna do, but anyhow. It goes The Labyrinth, The Princess Bride, Young Frankenstein, Deadpool, Charades, with Audrey Hepburn. Trying to think.
And it seems like time is up for us today, guys.
No.
I'd like to. If you guys have an answer to that question to the live stream, I'd like to. It's related to what was supposed to be our topic for today, but obviously it didn't end up being that way. Yeah. Where does a plant grow best? I don't know. But really, thank you guys for joining us today on the live stream here on the podcast. We're your host. I'm Adam.
Number 6 is
this Collins is going to keep going.
Holland is number 6.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm number 6. Yeah. No, wait. I can't think of it anymore. Never mind.
I'm Adam. That's Holland. And
I'm Skylar. And I also want to thank Ricky Matthews once again for joining me. We pre-recorded that last night, so thanks, Ricky, for that. Don't know if he's watching or not. But... All right, Adam, you closing us out with whatever your question was at the start of the episode, that bad question?
I already explained that. So I'll just go
I
ahead.
wasn't paying attention. My phone's been blowing up with weather over here. So
not with all the texts.
I've had some text too, but
not with all the Marvel fans.
Yeah, Marvel, no, out the window it goes.
But anyway, if you guys do want a Has-Been's reaction, or any type of Has-Been's reaction, then go ahead, tell us in the comments. I'm sure Skylar and Holland would love to do it. I know I do.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for joining us.
I will speak for Skylar. He does.
Yes, I that would actually be.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.